Hello, hello. I felt the need today to live stream a little tarot reading for everybody. I am an intuitive card reader. I only take jumpers, and today I feel the need to do a little live reading. I want to do a collective, and I want to do sort of a general reading for fire, earth, air, and water signs. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to do the collective today using the Muse Tarot and the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. And I'm going to qualify that using Wisdom of the Oracle, which is Colette Baron Reed. So I'm going to give people a minute to come in. Like I said, I'm going to do the collective reading first, and then I'm going to do the other fire, earth, air, and water. So welcome. I hope everybody can hear me, and I hope that some people join the chat room. Welcome. First, I'm going to clear the space using a little singing bowl. Angels and spirit guides, bless these decks for clear and concise messages for the highest good, and bless my interpretation of them. Again, this is a reading for the collective. And again, I only take the jumpers. I know a lot of tarot card readers don't take the jumpers, but I feel like the jumpers are the ones that really want to be heard. So that's what I'm doing. I'm taking the jumpers. I always only take the jumpers. I just seem to be having, everyone that I know seems to be having an interesting week. So I just wanted to go live tonight and play with the cards a little bit. So here we go. Like a message for the collective. Thank you. Jumping already. Overall energy of the reading is the Two of Materials. Kind of juggling multiple things. To me, this card often means that your work life, play life are out of balance. Could be juggling multiple jobs. And we've got the Hermit. The Hermit is really about spending some solitude intentionally to go inside and find what you're personally motivated by. And we've got the Six of Emotions, which is a nostalgia card. The Queen of Materials. And the Five of Voices was kind of poking out there at me. I'm going to go ahead and draw all the cards. Oh my, there they go. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Three of Voices. Okay, so the Two of Materials seem to be really juggling some things. Like I said, that can be juggling multiple jobs. To me, this is often a card of Either you're playing too hard or you're working too hard, and one of those things is suffering because of it. The qualifying card underneath it is the Fool, which is take a leap of faith, have faith that this is whatever this juxtaposed energy is, it's going to balance itself out. You have the Hermit here, which is to kind of go solitary for a little bit, go inside to find your own light, and the Moon, which is about trusting your intuition. It's a time of reflection. Things in the dark are not always apparent. Sometimes things aren't what they appear to be in the dark. They can be fearful in the dark. You go inside and you kind of take a look at those things that you're afraid of. You can see this card has a little, sort of has a little path to where she's gone out to the desert to meditate. Center of the reading has to do with the individual who's watching it. So this is you in the reading. You are looking at the past in sort of a nostalgic, whimsical way, perhaps thinking about your childhood, thinking about people who were in your childhood. And then you've got the Muse of Materials, which is the King of Materials in this deck, which means perhaps you're thinking back to when things were really grounded and abundant. And this is being at the center of the reading here. That means that everything is again going to be grounded and abundant. Got the Queen of Materials here. The Queen of Materials always makes everything more beautiful. We've got the High Priestess here, which is again, trust your intuition. I find it interesting that the Muse of Materials is sort of bookended by two cards that basically mean trust your intuition. The High Priestess has one foot in the ethereal realm and one foot in the physical realm. So sometimes this can mean that you, it's really, again, that same sort of hermit energy from within, so without. Five of Voice is about chaos and conflict and competition. To me, this card is often a card of self-loathing. So in the final outcome position, I feel like these cards say, Five of Voices, do not... Sometimes when you fight a battle too hard, nobody wins. There's no winner, everybody loses. Or like I said, I often feel this is a card of self-loathing. And then the Page of Voices coming in with a new idea. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Voices, which is feeling really brokenhearted about something. Something has happened that just has you very, very upset. So let's qualify these a little bit and see where we're going. So maybe with this reading ending with the Page of Voices there and beginning with the Two of Materials, you're going to have a new creative idea so that you don't have to do quite so much juggling. Juggling of finances, juggling of time, juggling of resources, or internal juggling. Let's get some qualifying cards. Tell me more about the Two of Materials. Why is the Two of Materials here? Why is the Two of Materials here? Tell me why the Two of Materials is here. There we go, thank you. Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is a card of long-term generational wealth. That is abundance. So I feel like whatever you're juggling, it may have to do with family resources. This is a very good card. This is a very abundant card. And tell me about the Fool. The leap of faith required here. Fool is the beginning of the Fool's journey. He packs lightly. And now we have the Ten of Cups. So whatever this is that you've been struggling with, that you've had to sort of perhaps step into uncharted territory for, the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Pentacles is long-term generational wealth. The Ten of Cups is the happy family card. That's very good. Tell me about this Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? Really, really doing some internal searching. Six of Cups again, which means you're really thinking to the past. reviewing that, trying to come up with solutions that make sense. Tell me why the moon is here. Tell me why the moon is here. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune. This is a brand new fortuitous cycle. That coming out with the moon makes me feel like you're really looking to the past. You're searching for something that's darkest just before the dawn. We've got the moon card. The moon is reflected light. You're reflecting, you're trying to figure something out, and this card is telling you that it's all going to not only end well, but that it's going to end exceptionally well. Tell me why the Six of Emotions is here at the center of the reading. Tell me about the Six of Emotions. Tell me about this Six of Emotions. Ooh, lots of things. Again, the High Priestess, which is trust your intuition. We have the Temperance card, which is Archangel Michael, and he holds in his hands the fire of creativity and the water of receptivity, and he has to blend those things together. Obviously, blending fire and water is going to take a great deal of patience. So Temperance I see always as a card of when you're just on the cusp of moving from old energies, what happened in the past, into new energies, which are very prosperous new energies, with this Wheel of Fortune and the King of Materials here. Those are earthly material things. And then also is the Seven of Wands. The Archangel Michael here in the Temperance card is a card of you are divinely protected. The Seven of Wands is sort of, you have the high ground, and to stand your ground, to stand up for what you believe in, and also that you are divinely protected, and that as long as you trust your intuition on this, everything's going to be fine. Tell me more about this Muse of Materials, which is the King of Materials. And you can see in this deck that she is walking along this bridge to just a beautiful, beautiful future there, qualified by the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is sometimes, in order to walk into our new abundance, we have to walk away from something that is no longer working. It's walk away from what no longer serves you. And as you can see, as she's walking away, she's walking right up this bridge and right through this beautiful archway into this beautiful new sunrise. Tell me about the Queen of Materials here. Queen of Materials makes everything more beautiful. She is financially stable. She is grounded. She is that Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that you know, who's very just logical minded. Qualifying that, we got the Five of Swords again, and we got the Knight of Cups. So the Five of Swords are, again, those self-loathing thoughts that sometimes can hold us back from being our confident selves. And the Knight of Cups is your knight in shining armor. Doesn't always have to be a romantic thing, although he is the most romantic knight in the deck. It mostly means that you're moving forward in a loving way, not a way full of conflict and competition and chaos. We're moving away from this conflictedness. We've got the High Priestess here, which is trust your intuition. Knight of Cups saying, let's do this in a loving way. With the High Priestess, we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, I call this the celebration of the Sacred Sisterhood card. This means perhaps you're making some new friends, or perhaps you're celebrating with some old friends. And the Four of Pentacles is perhaps saying just be a little bit careful with your finances, that either you're holding on to things that you don't need to hold on to, and maybe you should consider downsizing, especially since we have the Eight of Cups here. Or also, maybe you don't really have your finances in order. You need to take a better look at how you're saving, what you're saving, and whether those things are in line with your personal values and in line with your financial goals. Tell me more about this Five of Voices. Thank you, thank you. Goodness. Cards are talking today. Perseverance. The Hermit energy again, which is go inside and find what it is that you're passionate about. Find your own personal light. What fires you up? What is it that makes you feel worthy and contributory? And that's a solitary energy, not because you've been left alone, but because you've chosen to go alone. And in the normal tarot, the Hermit is holding a lantern, and the lantern holds a star. And with this also came out the Star card, and the Star card is wishes come true and remaining hopeful. So this is very good. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Star card here, some of the best cards in the tarot. Tell me why the Page of Voices is here. Page of Voices could be somebody younger. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. It doesn't have to be. Coming in with a creative idea, a creative new idea. And with that came the Justice card, which it's interesting that our first card of the reading was a card of balancing things, and our last card of the reading is also a card of balancing things. So if there has been not just a legal battle, but just in general, balancing energies out, kind of the Karma card, what goes around comes around. And at the bottom of this deck, to go with our Three of Voices, the Ten of Wands is the end of a cycle. You have carried these wands as far as you can carry them. It is time to unburden yourself, ask for help. If there's something that you're terribly sad about, that you feel like you've just been carrying this all by yourself, it's time to ask for a little assistance with that. Let's get some oracle cards to go with the reading on the table. Again, this is a general reading. This is a general reading for everyone, just energies of the day, for the week perhaps. Let's get some oracle cards to go with the cards on the table. We got Breathe, which is kind of a find your Zen spot. Take a moment, remember to breathe in, remember to breathe out. Some really stressful things going on in the world right now, and I think sometimes we all forget to breathe a little bit. That card is card number 29, which the 9 and the 2 added together is a card 11. 11 is the card of justice. The 11 is the number of karmic balance. Next card that we got is regeneration. And you can see in this card, sort of winter, the tree is dead, but the tree is coming back to life. It's starting to get little sprouts on it. Which it's a card number 46, which is a 10. 10s again are about completions, which means we've reached the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. I'd like one more, please. Angels and spirit guides, one more, please. Thank you. We've got why. So maybe you're over questioning yourself a little bit. Card number is 31, reduces down to the number 4. And 4s are generally about safety and stability and the things that make us feel safe and secure. Bottom of the deck is the never-ending story. Sometimes we feel, I think that's interesting that it came out here with the Three of Voices, the 10 of Wands. Again, it's card number 37, which is a 10, which is that end of a cycle, beginning of a new one. We have the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune here. So overall, this reading really feels like we've had some things that are up in the air. kind of trying to make a decision about it. The Justice card is telling us that it's all going to be fine. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, we've got the Star card, wishes come true. We've got some supporting energies here from your inner self, and Six of Cups is nostalgia, so your family of origin, and some higher protection. So overall, kind of feel like that's a confusing reading, but it's a good reading. Again, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Materials. Some things are changing here. It's going to take some perseverance. You're going to have to stand your ground. There are some things that are going to need to be left behind, but you're walking into all of this abundance. 1, 2, 3, 4 tens on the table. 4 tens on the table, which tens are endings, a new beginning. Okay? I think that's all I've got. Hopefully this was helpful. Don't know if anybody's watching or not because I don't have a moderator today and I cannot look to see if anybody is watching or messaging. I'll try to look over those messages later and answer if I can. Next, I'm going to do fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. And I'm going to switch decks up. Again, if you're just joining, hi. I'm an intuitive card reader. Really felt the need to come online today and just do some readings for the collective. Just finished up a collective reading for everyone, and now I'm going to do fire, earth, air, and water. Clear the cards from the collective reading. And then I will do a reading for fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Hopefully some people are watching, or hopefully some people will watch later. It's always my hope that something is helpful. It's always my hope to be helpful. I hope you can hear me. And again, there's no way for me to really check to see if anybody has left messages because I just decided to do this on the fly today. Okay, for fire signs. Fire signs, I am going to use Wild Unknown, and I'm going to use Dreamer's Way, and for my oracle cards, I think Colette Baron Reed, Oracle of the Seven Energies. I'm going to check and make sure we're still streaming. Are we still streaming? We are still streaming, and there is nobody in the chat room. It does say I have one viewer. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome to my one viewer. I decided to go live and do tarot card readings today. Right now I'm going to do a brief reading for fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's clear the space again. Okay, Angels and spirit guides, bless the decks for clear and concise messages for the highest good, and bless my interpretation of them. I think for fire signs, I want to do a Celtic cross. I only take jumpers. I feel like the cards that leap out of the deck are the ones that really want to be heard. Message for fire signs, please. Aries, Leo, Sag. Thank you. Energy of the reading is the Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. You have the high ground, you're protected. Crossed by the Devil. Oh, the Devil is an interesting card. People usually freak out when they see the Devil, but really it's about the things that we allow ourselves to be bound to. So it can be drugs or alcohol or a shopping addiction or a food addiction, but it can also be self-loathing, imposter syndrome, just feelings of self-worth based on things that are not valid. The interesting thing about the Devil card is in most decks, they're not really locked up. They could free themselves from the chains at any moment. So that is crossing our Seven of Wands energy. In the past, this is, again, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. In the past, we have gotten the World card, which means you have completed a cycle. And also the Six of Swords, which is a journey to calmer waters. The end of a cycle can be, it can be ending a job. It can be you graduated high school and you went off to college. You graduated college and you went off to start your new job. You took a temporary job and got a real job. The Six of Swords here, which is journey to calmer waters, means you have been through some rough times with that lap around the world, with that lap around the cycle. And swords represent knowledge. So you're taking with you all of the things that you have learned from this experience and moving into a time when things are easier. And supported from above. What energies are supporting you from above? What's above you? Aries, Leo, Sag. We have the Emperor. And we have the Strength card. Which Strength card is the card of Leo. The Emperor can represent just really taking charge. So when this comes from above, this means that the universe is very much supporting the decisions that you're making right now. You're being watched over, and the Strength card means carry on. You're being protected. That's a wonderful energy to have above you. And what is below you, which these are the things that are happening here on the ground, these things in the material world. Tell me what's below you. Thank you. Wow. There's the Empress. The Empress in most decks is pregnant. She is giving birth to new worlds. She is giving birth to new ideas. So the fact that you've got the Emperor and the Empress together, this actually could be a marriage, a pregnancy. That would definitely be ending a cycle and beginning a new one. Let's see what else we get. You in the situation. Five of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. You have really been, it's a card of crying over spilled milk. There have been some losses, but you'll see that they still have two cups. Cups generally represent love or all of those things that give us our happy place. So there's been some loss, but you still have two cups full, And that came out with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving energy that means planting seeds for the future. So even though we've experienced a little loss here, you in this situation, which is probably what our journey to calmer waters is, you've got this wonderful Emperor and Empress energy, which is really taking charge. You still have 2 cups in your hand. It's time to plant some seeds for the future. Other people in the situation. This is the influence of other people in the situation. Thank you. The King of Pentacles. Interesting. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears, again, for Aries, Leo, Sag, for anybody just joining us. Aries, Leo, Sag. Hopes and fears. Thank you. And we got the 9 of Swords, which is the card of nightmares. Unfounded fears. False enemies appearing real. And with it came the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is about being honorable and being brave. And he holds in his hand the sword of truth, which he can cut through any of these false fears. Truth wins. So hopes and fears right now is, I think, as a collective, what the whole world has been through over the last couple of years. I can't imagine that there's anybody on the planet that hasn't gone through some series of fear. King of Swords says, be logical, be brave, do your research, because also that sword is about education and knowledge. So if there's something that you're really feeling afraid of, uncertain of, go do your research. If it's something that you're not good at, find somebody who's an expert in the field to really query them about it. Other people, we do have the King of Pentacles here, so I feel like that could even be some financial support. It could be you got a loan for the new house or the new car. It can be you got some kind of an inheritance, or it can just be that you yourself have started to really pay attention to how other people are amassing their money. And potential outcome. Potential outcome here. We have the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is a victory card. This is a card of recognition for all of your creative hard work. So this could be you've won an award, or you got recognized at work, or a family member, or this is really more of a community card. Maybe you've been doing a lot for an organization that you're part of, or a church that you're part of, and you've been recognized by the congregation for the things that you do. So the outcome really is that this is a card of winner, and being recognized for the good that you've done. Bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is the 10 of Swords. Again, kind of a scary card like the Devil. The 10 of Swords is, it's over, it's done, it's finished, put a fork in it and move on. This is when you've hit rock bottom and there's no place to go. Which we have here again, the 6 of Swords, which is journey to calmer water. So that and the Empress giving birth to new worlds, I really feel like this is a real page turn. Got the World. This is a real page turn. World card is number 21. That's a 3. 3s are kind of like mini completions. You're halfway there. All right, let's qualify some of these, because I know you're just dying to know what this Devil card is about. So scary, Mr. Devil. Again, if you're just joining, I'm doing a collective reading for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm an intuitive card reader, and I'll only take jumpers. So if you're here, thank you for joining. When I'm done with fire, I am going to do earth, air, and water signs. All right, tell me about this devil card. Oh. Well, this is a chatty deck. We wanted to know, inquiring minds want to know, why is the stand your ground card being crossed by the devil here at the center of the reading? You've got the Ace of Cups, which is a brand new full cup of love coming in. We did have the Five of Cups over here where 3 cups were gone and we were left holding 2. Here's one of them. It means there is just loving and wonderful energy. The original card underneath there was the Seven of Wands. It has repeated itself. Stand your ground. You are protected. We've got the Ten of Swords again in the reverse. When it comes out reverse like that, it means you may not realize, which maybe that's what the devil is about. You've reached the end of a cycle and you're not letting go of it. And then we have the Father of Wands, which is the King of Wands. So those with the devil card here, I'm going to say again that you're a really creative person who has been through some challenges and maybe just questioning your choices a little bit. Sevens are about reevaluation, kind of looking at this and going, how exactly did I get here? With our Ten of Swords and the Father of Wands, basically this says you hold the creativity and you hold the love within you to overcome whatever this devil energy. You're holding yourself back for some reason. I feel like those cards say don't hold back. I want to know about this Emperor and the Strength card, which is your energies from above. Tell me about the Emperor and the Strength card. Thank you. Son of Swords. You can see this is he's a knight. The Son of Swords in this deck is a knight. He's rushing in. I call this, are you ready to rumble? He's got his sword. He's rushing in. Sometimes the Knight of Swords doesn't necessarily think things through a whole lot before he rushes in. So with the Emperor and the Strength card up here, which are the number 4, which is about safety and security, and the number 8, which is that's the lemonscape, which is that everything that goes around comes around. To get that with the Knight of Swords, I think it kind of says don't be in a rush, that everything is going to come in the time it's supposed to come. Tell me about this King of Pentacles. I'm curious about who this King of Pentacles is or what his message is. I really feel like either that's you just listening to somebody else's financial advice. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Wheel of Fortune is the beginning of a brand new fortuitous cycle. So, because that's in the position of other people in the reading, maybe you're getting an inheritance. That's entirely possible. And the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is heartbreak. It's here with stabbed in the back, and this card is all about healing. The Ten of Swords is the end of a cycle. And the Three of Swords said that there's some healing going on, which is right in with, we're moving out of an old cycle into a new cycle of abundance where you can manifest what it is. You've got the Empress here, creating new worlds, planting seeds for the future. Wheel of Fortune, abundance, and outcome, Six of Wands, recognition for your hard work. I want some oracle cards to go with the cards on the table, please. Messages to go. Oracle cards will be messages from your guides, and feel free to interpret these as they resonate for you. If this reading does not resonate with your sun sign, you know, our astrology charts are a curious thing. Also check your moon and your rising sign, and feel free to cross-watch. We have Divine Matrix. The Divine Matrix is a card number 44. The Divine Matrix is an interesting card. Fours, again, are about safety and stability, especially concerning the home. The Divine Matrix is really a card of everything in divine timing. We are all part of this big puzzle that is the universal energy. And each of us carry a little piece of that. And you are a very important, grounded part of this divine matrix. So if something's not coming in as fast as you think it should, if your son of swords, your knight of swords there, you're kind of feeling like things aren't happening as fast as they should, have patience. Good things are coming. The Knight of Pentacles is also a very slow energy, but he's definitely planting seeds. I get a couple more messages from the universe, please. Two more. Thank you. Nice. Card number 35, a tall tale. Tall tale is kind of a card of 3 and 5 add up to 8, which is the strength number. A tall tale means you really kind of reevaluate. This is the story I've been telling, and this is going to be the new story. So understanding you're part of the divine matrix, what's the new story? And then the other card that we got is Healing the Heart, which bottom of the deck, we got 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords. So what things can you do to heal those things, those sadnesses, those things that weigh heavy on you? Card number 23, 2 and 3 added together are 5. 5s are all about change. Sometimes change can be rough. Change can be really hard. None of us like change. We're not particularly happy about it. Sometimes we can be really excited about it. But even when we're excited about change, it's still very stressful. So this is really a card of rest, rejuvenate. If you've been taking care of other people, take care of you a little bit. And the bottom of the deck is Sacred Reverence. You can see there's a key in this card. You hold the key to your own happy spot. You hold the key to your own happiness. You hold the key to doing those things that make you feel fulfilled as your contributory part of this bigger picture that we call Earth. Beautiful card. You know, that Sacred Reverence is also number 47. It adds up to 11. That's the Justice card. It's a card of karma. The good you do comes back to you. We've got the Emperor and the Empress here. So this really could be a new relationship, a new job. Definitely moving on to something much better, because there is no going back. With this 10 of Swords, whatever this was that's over, it was more heartbreak than you need. You need to heal that heartbreak. And these things that you're doing to plant seeds for the future, even though you've got fear about it, again, just seek somebody who can give you better answers. And your outcome is the 6 of Wands, which is really just a victory card, recognition for everything that you do. Okay, that's it for fire signs: Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Next, I am going to do earth signs. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is a collective reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. If it doesn't fit your situation at all, and you're watching for your sun sign, watch for your moon and rising. I know I sometimes, my rising is the same as my north node, and sometimes that resonates more with me than my sun sign does. Let me get these cleared and put away here. And then we'll be moving on to earth signs. I don't have a moderator today. I hope some people are watching. I won't really know until later when I check, but thank you for jumping in if you're here today, just to listen and see what the cards have to say. I'm an intuitive card reader, so sometimes I read them at face value, and sometimes they are just whatever message comes to me from the card. That does happen sometimes. Because I am an intuitive reader also, sometimes words will come out of my mouth that are not my own. It's not something that I would typically say, but just let those things roll. Okay, for our earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I want to use Tarot of the Golden Wheel. And trying to remember the name of this deck. I don't remember the name of this deck. I'm going to go check it because I don't like it when I forget the name of the deck. That deck is Tarot of the Old Path. Tarot of the Old Path by Sylvia Gainsford and Howard Rodway. That's what the box looks like. And this is Tarot of the Golden Wheel. And then with this, for my Oracle deck, I want to use this. This is the Energy Oracle. I think this is Sandra Ann Taylor. Sandra Ann Taylor, Energy of the Oracle. It's a nice deck. This is kind of a new deck to me. We will use that as our Oracle. Okay, and again, if you've just joined, I am an intuitive card reader, and I'm going to clear the space here from the last reading with a little bit of singing bowl. If any of you have noticed my pretty bracelets and you would like to get some of those, she is a wonderful artist who has an Etsy shop. She is Earth Angel Gems, and I don't get any kickback or reward or anything from sharing that information with you. I just think her stuff is amazing and beautiful, and as you can see, I have a lot of them. Okay, let's get started. This is a general reading for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. As it's a general reading, it may not resonate with everyone. Take what resonates. Leave the rest for somebody else. Again, I'm going to do Celtic Cross. Bless the deck for clear and concise messages for the highest good, and bless my interpretations of them. Okay. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Main energy of the reading. The situation is the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is a celebration card. I call it the celebration of the sacred sisterhood. So this is a collective energy of celebration. And what's crossing you? What's crossing that energy? Thank you. What's crossing this is the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is often called the marriage card. It is about, again, this is a celebration card. You can see the four wands there. They kind of look like double 11s. So this is about destiny. This is about safety and security of the home. This is a celebration. This is really a celebration. So maybe you're getting married, but this is a crossing energy with the Three of Cups. So it's possible that for some reason the thought of marriage and stability is really raining on your parade. Let's see what energies are in the past. Energies in the past. Ooh, I do take jumpers. I take only jumpers. And the past is the Three of Wands reversed. Three of Wands is often called your ships are coming in. Obviously, ships don't just miraculously appear in the harbor. It takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of logistics to make that all happen before you're standing there watching the ships come into harbor. In this case, it's in reverse. So I would say in the past, some of those plans that you've made have not worked out so well. What's above you? Energies from above. How is the universe supporting you? What's above you is the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is about new partnerships. This can be romantic. It doesn't have to be. This can be getting a new business partner. This can be all kinds of things where you're joining forces with another to make something bigger than either one of you can personally manifest. And what's below you? These are the things in the earthly realm that are anchoring and supporting. Wow, did you see that spin? This is the Nine of Wheels, which is the Nine of Pentacles. This is a celebratory card of just really celebrating your success, rewarding yourself for all of your hard work. We have a lot of good celebratory energies here. Let's see a card for the future. Thank you. Six of Cups and Five of Cups. So the Six of Cups is a card of nostalgia, is looking to the past, may have something to do with children or being childlike. Reminds me of that song, If I Could Turn Back Time to the Good Old Days. So sometimes we look at that, and that's accompanied by the Five of Cups, which is crying over spilled milk. So this is perhaps in the future, you're just feeling a loss that things have changed. But you notice with the Five of Cups that he still has two cups. Still two cups upright in that picture. Maybe those cups are these cups. That new relationship, that new partnership coming in. Okay. These here. Tell me you in the situation. Again, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. You in the situation, we have the Ten of Wands. You have been carrying entirely too much of this burden by yourself. You are almost at the destination where you can drop all those wands or have someone else carry them for you. So this is really a card of overburdening. It's the end. Maybe all of those things were really creative to start with, and then you picked up another, and you picked up another, and you picked up another. I think we've all overcommitted at some point. This is really a card of, wow, did I overcommit? And now you're just exhausted. And with that came the Hangman, which can mean just hang in there, you're almost done. Or It can also be a card of just looking at things a different way. Like maybe you're having a perspective change. Maybe you're one of those people who helps everybody, and you've just realized that in helping everybody, you're the one who's now sort of hanging upside down, waiting for things to happen because you helped everybody but yourself. So that's you in the situation. Again, this is for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Other people in the situation. Other people in this situation. Oh my. Well, that just jumped right off the table. You have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is a messenger coming in with Cup of Love. And in many of the decks, when he comes in, there's actually a cute little fish in his cup. So this can be a text message out of the blue. It can be email. Basically, this is something new coming in, a new idea perhaps coming in. Again, with that Cup of Love, we have all of this wonderful celebration at the center of the reading here. What came out with him? And the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is about fiery, rapid change in a good way. So whatever this is here that's been stagnant with this Ten of Wands and just hanging in there, you're just hanging around, I'm just waiting for this to be over. Here we go. There's new love coming in, moving you forward rapidly. That's other people in the situation. Hopes and fears. Let's see what's in the hopes and fears position. Hopes and fears for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Temperance card, out with the old, in with the new. He is an alchemical blending of the fires of creativity and the waters of receptivity. And as you can imagine, successfully blending fire and water, that can be tricky. Fire signs are usually really energetic and fast moving, and we all know that person. They're the life of the party. And the water signs are more go with the flow. As an earth sign, you are generally very steadfast. So this blending fire and water and earth could be really just about maybe you're in the hopes and fears position. Maybe you're just hoping that this is all going to work out, and this card is saying maybe have a little patience. Anything else to go with that Temperance card in the hopes and fears position? Or maybe you just think you're not going to be able to, that these things are too different for you to be able to meld together in any reasonable way. To go with that is the Two of Wands, being at a crossroads, need to choose a path. So there it is. You hold a fiery solution, you hold a watery solution, kind of trying to honor the past while moving into the future. And the potential outcome. Potential outcome. Oh my. We have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is very energetic and creative. Life of the party, this one. So the outcome is, again, this is very much a celebratory card. With her came the Ace of Wheels, which is a brand new financial beginning or something material. Aces are beginnings, and generally Pentacles, often we see that as money, but things that are of material wealth can be things other than just money. We did get the Five of Wheels, which perhaps you've been feeling a little bit. This is feeling left out in the cold. So, you know, I think in the world right now, there've been a lot of things going on that have a lot of us financially concerned, and the Ace of Wheels is coming in to go, no, fine, we're fine here. Maybe something creatively, we have creatively come up with something a little bit different, but it is a new beginning. Bottom of the deck, Six of Swords. Journey to calmer water. This card often shows a man and a woman and a child in a boat with all of the swords stuck in the ground around them. Whatever you're passing through and on to the next is much better. and you're taking with you the knowledge of all the things that you have learned through whatever this cycle was. Swords are about knowledge. All right, let's qualify this a little bit. If anybody's just joining, I'm doing a general reading for earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. I already did fire signs. I will be doing air and water next. Let's qualify this a little bit. I am curious about the Six of Cups and the Five of Cups in the future. It's just really feeling like you've lost something. With all of this celebration happening at the center of the reading, I think that's just a feeling. You know, we've had a few years of some pretty drastic changes that we haven't seen before this. And here we have the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Six of Pentacles is a card of the good you do comes back to you. Perhaps somebody who owed you money suddenly shows up and says, here's that money I owed you. The Page of Pentacles is an unexpected message coming in. Could be a younger person saying, hey, I had an idea. And the Ace of Swords, which is the sword of truth, cutting through anything that no longer serves you. So I feel like this energy of you're looking at the past, you're looking at how things were and how they are now, and you're feeling a little bit sad about that. These qualifying cards are going, no, good things, good things. This is a karma card. Good things are coming right back around. It may be unexpected or from an unexpected source that you're going to get a new idea coming in regarding your material possessions. And the Ace of Sword, a new beginning. This could be going back to school, taking some classes online, or just learning something that changes your outlook on whether everything is really as lost as you believe it to be. I want to know more about this Ten of Wands and the Hanged Man here in the position of you in this situation. You've just been carrying too much. You've been hanging in there. You've been carrying this load. Tell me more about this Ten of Wands and the Hanged Man in the position of you in this situation. Tell me more about this Ten of Wands and the Hanged Man. Thank you. Seven of Pentacles. Okay, that makes sense. Seven of Pentacles is a card of reevaluation. He has planted seeds. He has toiled hard. Those seeds are blooming into fruition. You see, he has a tree full of pentacles there. He's taking a little bit of a break, and he's saying to himself, was this worth the work that I put into it? Or am I working too hard for this amount of return? And that goes really beautifully with you've really, really been carrying a lot. And it's left you just sort of tied up and hanging here and waiting for something better to materialize. But again, at the center of the reading, we have a celebration. This may be finding a new friend group. And obviously we have the Two of Cups, which is new partnerships, and the Nine of Wheels, which is abundance. Tell me more about this Two of Cups. I want to know, that could be just a partnership, or that could be a romantic interest. It really could be somebody who's been in your friend group becoming more than a friend. Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. So maybe it's just somebody who we're all a little bit sad about some things. I would say that because this is Pentacles, that this could be a new business partnership coming in to assist you on a business level. And tell me about this Nine of Wheels on the bottom here and what's grounding you. Nine of Wheels, again, it's a celebration. This is a very celebratory card. The Nine of Wheels, qualified by the Nine of Wheels. Can't make this stuff up. And the King of Rods. We had the Queen of Rods over here. This is the King of Wands. So again, this is fiery, passionate. These can be people who are entertainers or lecturers or they're the person that is so charismatic that people just follow them. So I would say that when you've gotten these, and male and female doesn't really matter in the tarot. So where the Nine of Pentacles is a feminine energy of rewarding yourself for all your hard work, and this is the King of Wands. It does not have to be male or female specific. This is just about understanding how much people look up to you in general. So I think this is a really good reading. Bottom of the deck here is the guide, which is, that's the Temperance card again. Out with the old, in with the new. Here with the Six of Swords, Journey to Calmer Waters. It's a good reading. This is a really good reading. At the center of this reading, we have all kinds of celebration and abundance going on here. Yes, there's been some stuff in the past that things didn't work out the way they were supposed to. And in the future, you're feeling some kind of way about that. But the overall outcome energies are good. So I think this is interesting. Let's get some oracle cards to go with the cards on the table. This will be messages from your spirit guides. We have the 7th chakra, which is Archangel Uriel. You can see that that is the chakra above her head. So this is about being more spiritual, whatever that means to you. Really, you know, maybe going into some of the healing arts, or becoming a counselor, or where you really listen to people and you have to intuitively, kind of a high priestess energy. Card number 41, that's a 5. Fives are about change. So maybe just bumping it up a level as far as paying attention to your intuition, really listening to your I'm going to say internal voices. Internal voices. Listening to your higher power, listening to your spirit guides, listening to Jiminy Cricket. Always let your conscience be your guide. Let's get another one. Oh, there they are. So we have number 30, the garden and the gate. She is in the garden, and the garden looks beautiful. And she's just hanging out in the garden because the garden is beautiful, but maybe there's something beyond the garden gate. Is there life out there? What's beyond the gate? That's number 30. Threes are about mini completion, so obviously she's had good success up to this point. The garden is beautiful. So what's next? What's next? And then the other card that came out is the Magician in the Mirror. And again, that's a 53. It's an 8. 8 is about what goes around comes around. It's also the Strength card. And again, this is really that temperance energy of the alchemical blending of fire and water, honoring the past while energetically moving into the future, out with the old, in with the new. In this deck, he's a magician, which means you kind of hold the power to do that. Those change are within your ability. And then bottom of the deck is 10. 10 is storm warning, which means that you've reached the end of a cycle. And, you know, sometimes when a storm comes in, that could be a little bit scary, but after the storm is over, there's often a rainbow and everything's all nice and clean and bright and shiny. So, and I feel like that happened here in the past. Journey to Calmer Waters. Temperance card is here. Basically, the Temperance card is on the table 3 times. So patience. Patience, because center of the reading here is good stuff. All right, that's a reading for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm going to clear this, and next I'm going to do a reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you're just joining, hello and welcome. I am an intuitive card reader. I just felt the need to go live today. There's just a whole lot going on in the world, and I just really felt like it would be hopefully helpful to read some of the energies. I did a general read, and then I did fire signs, and I just finished doing earth signs. I'm going to clear the table. I'm going to do air, and then I'm going to do water signs. If you're just joining, welcome. If anybody's still watching, hi. If nobody's watching, maybe I can figure out how to save this so y'all can watch it later. If not, hi, and hopefully somebody will stumble upon me. I know this was sort of impromptu card reading in the middle of the afternoon. But, that's just what happens to me sometimes. Sometimes I'm just gotta read the cards. Just gotta read the cards. I am an intuitive card reader. I only take jumpers. So as you watch, you'll see that those cards that fly out of the deck are the ones that I'm using and reading. I know a lot of card readers don't do it, but I feel like those are the cards trying to get my attention. So I take the jumpers. Got a variety of decks we're using today, so everybody gets something a little bit different. And because I'm an intuitive reader, sometimes I don't read these cards at face value. I've got some kind of unique decks that I'm using. I'll try to let you know what those are as I use them. And welcome. Probably going to be putting some readings up on YouTube. I will let you all know about that. Okay, reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Let's go with Wizard's Tarot. I'm going to qualify with the Gilded Tarot by Marchetti. And for our oracle cards, I'm going to use Moonology. Yasmin Boland Moonology deck. Okay, I'm going to clear the space again. Hi, welcome. This is going to be an intuitive tarot card reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is a general reading, not a one-on-one reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Welcome. Clearing the space here with a little singing bowl. And let's get started. Bless the deck for clear and concise messages, angels and spirit guides. Bless this deck and my interpretation of the cards for the highest good of everyone. Because this is a general reading, again, it may not resonate with everyone. If you're watching for your sun sign, also check out your moon and your rising. I know lately my rising sign has been a little bit more spot on, at least for astrology readings. I've been really getting a lot of value out of listening to my rising sign along with my sun sign and my moon sign. All right, I'm going to do a Celtic cross for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Here we go. Center of the reading. General energies of the reading. Using the Wizard's Tarot. Four of Pentacles, crossed by, goodness, Four of Pentacles crossed by the Five of Wands. So, Four of Pentacles is about safety and security. It can mean a couple things. It can often mean that you're really holding on tightly to every last asset. It can be hoarders, actually. Four of Pentacles can be somebody who's hoarding money, hoarding possessions, hoarding their time. But it could also mean that maybe you haven't been particularly financially responsible. So it can also mean just really being wise about your finances and how you're saving and how you're spending. And that is being crossed by the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is often conflict and competition. Conflict and competition. I often see this as a card of sibling rivalry, where everybody's just sort of going their own direction. Everybody's trying to reach the goal independently. And if they would all just come together, perhaps that goal would be a little bit easier. So maybe you're trying to save money and your family just keeps spending it for you. Every time you get those credit cards paid down, somebody in the family charges more onto them. Let's see what else comes out in the reading. Energies for the past. Energies for the past. For earth signs. No, for air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Six of Swords, which is you are moving beyond a difficult situation. This is often called the Journey to Calmer Waters card. You're bringing with you. Oh, we have some sirens outside. I'm going to let those pass. And that was an ambulance headed towards the hospital, so I'm hopeful that that person is on a journey to calmer waters. They've obviously just been through something, and this is heading to a better place. And you can see the swords. The swords are knowledge and wisdom that you've learned along the way, and you can see they are taking that with them. And with that came out the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is a card of, sometimes it can be a card of patience, but it's an alchemical blending of the waters of receptivity and the fires of creativity. So it's often out with the old, in with the new. So out with the old, in with the new. What goes around comes around. In the past, there have been some things that you felt like you've been on a journey. You have been on a journey. Tell me what is supporting you from above. This is ethereal support from the universe. Often the things supporting you from above you are not aware of. Now I'm going to need another one to go with that card. So what's supporting you from above is the Devil card. I know people get freaked out at the Devil card, but it's really not that. The Devil card is about the things that you do that hold yourself back. We all have these destructive behaviors. Maybe that's self-loathing and procrastination, or maybe that's every time we get frustrated, we just go get drunk, which makes the whole thing worse. It can be drugs or alcohol. It can be addictions to food. This can be like, I'm so upset that I gained 10 pounds that I'm going to sit here and eat an entire pie. The fact that this is in the position above you might mean that you're really taking a closer look at your own destructive behaviors. We all do them. Where we get up in the morning and we go, I know I said I was going to jog this morning, but I'm really tired, so I'm going to eat Pop-Tarts and sit here and go through Instagram for a while. So maybe in the position above you, this is taking a closer look at those behaviors, like I said, addictions, self-loathing, those things that, when we all do it, we all do things that are not in our best interest, because what came out with it was the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is a very youthful energy, He's a messenger. So there is a message coming in that has to do with those things which we consider material. Can be like money or possessions, or it can be relationships, those things that keep us grounded. So maybe I feel like this is just that maybe you've been really up in your own head, just really reevaluating your own motivation here. What's below you? And again, this is a general reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What's below you? What's below you is the Ace of Wands, which means that you hold with, this is a new beginning. Aces are always a new beginning, and I always consider this the fiery magic wand of the tarot. With a swish and flick, you can change your stars. So if you're in this energy of you're trying to save money and other people keep spending it for you, in the past you've been really trying to move forward, and that is not happening as rapidly as you would want to. Kind of gone up here in your head and said, okay, what I'm doing is not working. And for my next trick, and let's see what that is. In the future, let's get a future energy here. Energy for the future. Going forward, we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is loving and grounded and secure. This is a real Taurus energy, actually. I think we all know that Taurus who's just grounded, and she is financially just really stable. She makes everything more beautiful. This is the person that just swoops in. So this is you in the reading. This is not gender specific. I know she is a queen, and that there is a little bit of feminine energy of creation there, if you will. So with this being in the position of the future position, this stability and just that comfortable feeling of there's really nothing serious going on here that can't be rectified by throwing a little bit of money at it. It's a wonderful energy for the future. All right, you in this situation. Again, this is a general reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You in the situation. We have the Five of Swords and the Three of Cups. That's an interesting mix. Five of Swords is winning at any cost, which really there's no winner here. I often call this the card of self-loathing. We all can, trying to press ourselves forward, we can often do things that are just damaging to ourselves and everybody else. With that energy of I'm just going to force this. I'm just going to make it happen. I've been trying to save money. Everybody's spending it for me. Off with our heads. As a matter of fact, here's what I did. I cut up all the credit cards. Not only did you hurt them, you hurt yourself, because now you also don't have access to your credit cards. But what came out with that is the Three of Cups. So I feel like instead of getting angry and cutting up all the credit cards, maybe you just need to have a family powwow and say, listen, loves, I love you guys, but you're making me crazy. Like, we all need to do this thing where we curtail this charging things back on the credit cards, or whatever that is. You know, whatever this is that you've been trying to hold on to, that there's definitely this competition. I just feel like this is sort of a group energy. Tell me about other people in this situation. Other people in the situation. I hope everybody can hear me, and I hope there's some people watching. Other people in the situation. Got Five of Cups, crying over spilled milk. So I'm going to say that when you have that Five of Swords conversation with your Three of Cups group, your sacred sisterhood there, your fam, your group, and you say, hey guys, we really got to cut this out. They're not going to be particularly pleased about that. Five of Cups is crying over spilled milk, but you'll notice there's still 2 cups full there. All is not lost. They're just unhappy that they're going to have to curtail the spending a little bit. which is fine. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears, again, general reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Hopes and fears. Two of Pentacles. Successfully juggling. Been juggling many things. As you can see in this deck, she's sort of in a wonderful yoga zen position there of breathe in, breathe out. This is successfully juggling resources. That may be finances, that may be your energy, that may be work-life balance. You're not working too hard or playing too hard. This may be saying, hey, I shouldn't be the only one doing this. You carry a little bit of this for a while. So that's a wonderful card of balance coming in there in your hopes and fears. Maybe you're hoping that everybody just gets on board with this curtailing of the spending. And the potential outcome. What is the potential outcome here? Wow. Check it out, guys. Best card in the whole deck. You have the Wheel of Fortune. This is the beginning of a brand new fortuitous cycle. In this particular deck, this card kind of reminds me of that, like, of an atom just getting ready to do its explosive, big, creative thing. This is definitely a new cycle, and this is definitely very fortuitous. So that could not be a better outcome, even though we've had this stress of what we're going to do for the next trick. The bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is wounded warrior energy. It's about perseverance. All right, so let's qualify some of this. I am really, I know y'all are too, curious about this Devil and the Page of Pentacles in the position of what's supporting you from above. I just feel like that's, you know, Jiminy Cricket on the voice of your spirit guide sitting on your shoulder going, stop saying bad things about yourself. You're not going to get anything done by yelling at yourself. All right, let's see about this Devil and the Page of Pentacles in the position above you. What's that about? Always got to qualify a devil when we get him. Really, it's just about you're the only person holding yourself back. And we have the Empress, which the Empress is giving birth to new worlds. She holds within her all of the seeds of creation from which to create all of these new wonderful things. So if you're up here all devil up in your head going, I don't know why I always make the wrong decisions. I can't do this. Yes, you can. The Empress card, and again, it's not gender specific. She is, you know, giving birth to new worlds, but it doesn't matter. This is not male or female specific. This just means that you, and down here in the grounded position also, you have that Ace of Wands, which is, and now for my next trick. So tell me more. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands. I want to know what the next trick is, even though we have the Wheel of Fortune in the outcome, so we know what the outcome is. Oh, look at that. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. See here, you've been really guarding these finances, and you've had all these competitive energies, all kind of like doing all the things, but there he is. The King of Pentacles has taken charge. He is the king of the castle, and all of the finances are under control. So we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles all here. I feel like this means that as much as we haven't been on the same page about this, we're about to be. Tell me more about this Two of Pentacles in the hopes and fears position. We have the Ace of Cups. So that is basically everyone realizing that you are doing this out of love. As much as you're hoping that everybody's going to join in and help, you also know that you've got this big cup of love. This really looks like a very loving family group to me that is just having some bickering over how and what we're spending money on. You can see there's the phases of the moon and all these beautiful fish swimming around. This is really just overflowing abundance. So even though in the past here you feel like you've been slow moving, in the center of the reading we've got that got that Four of Pentacles. I'm really just feeling like you should cut up the credit cards. Don't do it. It's fine. And the bottom of the deck is also the Two of Pentacles. So a little bit of perseverance here, and this money situation is all going to balance itself up. There's a ship right there in the harbor coming in. We've got a rainbow going between the pentacles, and we've got this Wheel of Fortune here about to burst forth. Let's get a few oracle cards to go with the reading on the table. These are messages from your spirit guides, higher self, angels and ancestors. So they will generally mean more to you than they do to me. So let's see what we've got. Again, general reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is a general reading, not a one-on-one, so take what resonates and leave the rest. We have nothing is set in stone. It's a mutable moon. So I think that goes right along with everything that we've said, is to sit them down, have a conversation. Instead of cutting the credit cards up, sit them down and have a conversation. Because even if you've had those conversations before, tides are changing. Let's get another one. Messages to go with the reading on the table. We have a new romantic cycle begins. A new moon in Libra. Libra, of course, is the scales of justice there. So, again, you know, if I really feel like this has to do with family finances. Like you have just been really trying to rein the whole crew in. And I feel like it's not just like a husband and a wife that one of you is saving and one of you is spending. I feel like there are, you know, maybe near adult children involved in this, that you're just really having to sit them down and explain it to them. So a new romantic cycle began. You know, we're all a little bit happier when we're not worried about finances. I'm just going to say married people or coupled people, like it's a thing to fight about. And then you also got a new moon in Taurus. And new moons, of course, are new beginnings. So you've got the new moon in Libra, which is the scales of justice. And now you've got the new moon in Taurus, which is, again, grounded, stable energy. Prosperity lies ahead, which there we have our Wheel of Fortune. That's beautiful. That's just really beautiful. You cannot make this stuff up, guys. Can't make this stuff up. Bottom of the deck is a balsamic moon. Sounds tasty. A time for healing. Beautiful balsamic moon. Okay. Thank you. This was a reading for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Next, I am going to do, and definitely, last and definitely never least, are the water signs, which are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces are sort of all of the other signs combined. I'm sure that you all know some Cancer, Scorpios, or Pisces that are just so go with the flow. And I know that right now, a lot of my Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio people who are usually just not wishy-washy, but just really, you know, laid back, and we're gonna go with the flow. We're gonna see what happens here. A lot of my Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces friends are having a really rough week, having a really rough month, having a really rough, as much as they go with the flow, like it just feels like you went over the edge of a waterfall, and boy, that was a heck of a drop. That was just one heck of a drop. I'm trying to flow. All right, so again, general readings. I just came online today because I just felt like I just needed to throw some cards, and I felt like bringing you all along with me on that. I did a general reading. I did a reading for fire signs, and then earth signs, and then air signs. I'm getting ready to do for water signs. I don't know if I still have anybody watching. I don't have a moderator today. So I'm just trying to, hopefully somebody's watching, and hopefully y'all have gotten some value out of it. So for my beautiful little fishies, oh, fishy, fishy, fish, fish, feel like this is a Radley Valentine deck. I think it's Angels and Ancestors. Angel Wisdom. Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radley Valentine. It's kind of a fun deck. I like the images on this one, if you're interested and just want to know what I'm using today. And then I'm going to use, for my Oracle deck, I'm going to use Denise Lynn, Sacred Traveler. Here's the Oracle deck. And I think I'm just going to qualify this with the good old ancient basic tarot deck. Yeah, I'll do that. Let me clear the space. And okay, so general reading for water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is a general reading. It is not a one-on-one reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest for someone else. Angels and spirit guides bless these decks for clear and concise messages for my Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for the highest good, and bless my interpretation of them. I'm just kind of doing Celtic cross layouts mostly today, other than the first one that I did, which was just a general read. I do not know if I still have anybody watching. Let me get up and peek here. I still have one viewer. Hello and welcome. Thank you for watching. All right, this is messages for water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The general energy of the spread. Ooh, I only take jumpers. I know a lot of tarot card readers don't, but I feel like those are the energies that need to be heard. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Enjoying the fruits of your labor. This is really rewarding yourself for all of your hard work. It's hard work that has paid off, and she is very well set. She is comfortable. She's able to do things for herself and others. Really kind of living the life of luxury there. And what's crossing it is the Ace of Pentacles. So a crossing energy. This can be a windfall or an abundance. It's new. This is a new thing coming in. So maybe, you come from old money, and your concern is that that will keep coming in. So interesting. We'll see what else comes out. Move these a little bit. Okay. Energies from the past. In the past position. Energies from the past. Thank you. In the past, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, again, not gender specific, but she is confident and she is very financially secure. I always say that the Queen of Pentacles makes everything more beautiful because she can. Generous, practical, gracious, and materialistic. The ability to make anything more beautiful. A love of family and home. be practical about how you proceed, a love of art and beauty, and a sensible approach. So in the past, you've been as a really Taurus energy of just being really, really practical, but also really abundant and grounded about it. It's a nice past energy to have. What's above you? The energies that are above you are things from the universe that are supporting you. So what's above you? Woo-wee. This is the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is a card of perseverance, being prepared, the wounded warrior, never surrender, never give up. Ask your angels for help, says the card. Environmental activism and animal rights, says the card. So that being in the position above you kind of means that whatever battles that you've been through, the divine is really supporting you in that. And what's below you? These are those things here in the earthly realm that are supporting this general energy of abundance that we see on the table. What's below you? Again, general reading for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. What's supporting you is the Lovers. This can actually be romantic relationships, but it's also about choices, as in the original choice. Card says, embrace true love and deep, intimate friendships. Make choices from the heart. Vibrant health or recovery from an illness. So that's great. Healthy and happy. Let's see what's in the future energy. What's in the future energy? What do we got going on here in the future? For our water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. In the future, we have the Ace of Swords. Aces are always new beginnings. This is the sword of truth that cuts through any falsehood. So this can be a new job. This can be any kind of accolade. This is a crowning achievement. This is, maybe you just got you're getting some kind of an award. It says brilliant ideas that need refinement. Overcome obstacles with faith that everything will work out. Communicate clearly and concisely and remain objective. So yes, the swords are also about communication and knowledge. But the Ace of Swords, that is a wonderful new beginning. Okay, you in the situation. These are very abundant cards. This is awesome. This is an awesome reading. You in the situation. For water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Oh, goodness, that one flew away. 10 of Wands. Working too hard or too many hours. The need for balance in life. Let others help you. Health problems due to stress. So, have you been working entirely too hard for all of this abundance? Maybe you have. Usually that 10 is the end of a cycle. If there's somebody who's offering help, take it. Take it. Other people in the situation. Other people in the situation. Thank you. We have the Seven of Cups. And it came out in the reverse. So the Seven of Cups, sevens are always about reevaluation. The Seven of Cups is about choices. In the standard Rider-Waite Tarot, those cups are full of all kinds of wonderful surprises. One of them has a castle, one of them has money, and one of them has a dragon. And one of them has some other things that aren't particularly, unless you're Hagrid, I'm not sure that everybody would want a fire-breathing dragon for a pet, unless you're Hagrid. This came out in the reversed. So this means that instead of other people being opportunities for you, that maybe you've had some people in your family or in your life that have been just really not helping, and that's why we got that 10 of Wands. They're more of a drain on the situation than they are a help. That's other people in the situation. hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. Again, general reading. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Oh, that's beautiful. In the hopes and fears, you got the release card. Endings that lead to new beginnings. The need to release situations or people that hold you back. Spiritual transformation. So this is, it's actually death and rebirth. Phoenix rising from the ashes energies. So when you get that in your hopes and fears, most people are afraid of endings. And then you also got the Five of Cups, which is focusing on what's lost instead of what you still have. He's crying over spilled milk. He's got 3 cups that are spilled. He's got 2 cups that are still full of stuff. If you, there's 2 cups being offered him there. To me, this is like, in the hopes and fears position, you're kind of feeling some loss. You're hoping that there's still a little bit left. And, you're just maybe just a little bit worried that this is all going to work out all right. But again, at the center of the reading, we have this Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, which tells us that's really good energy here at the center of the reading. What is the potential outcome? Cards as a potential outcome. Potential outcome. We've got the Knight of Swords. I always call this card, are you ready to rumble? He is charging forward. He is a knight on his horse, charging forward with the sword of truth, cutting through things without sometimes really thinking about them, just jumping in and making it happen. And with that came the Star. And the Star is not only a card of hope, but is a card of wishes come true. So I feel like even though you've been working really hard, and maybe you have some people that have been more of a drain than they are help, cutting loose anything that's no longer working for you and just charging ahead is going to keep you right in these energies of abundance. Bottom of the deck here is Wise Counsel, which is the Hierophant. Unity with spiritually minded community. Ask the divine for help and trust that the answers will come. Compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. You know, and sometimes that can mean if you're feeling some kind of way, go talk to a person of higher authority. Go talk to your priest, or go talk to your pastor, or go talk to someone who is just a real father figure to you, or the head of your company, that adultiest adult in the room. Go find that person and have some conversations with them. And sometimes it's knowing what all of those people are going to say and deciding that maybe the adultiest adult in the room doesn't matter. And maybe it's time to do what you think is the best thing. So let's get some qualifiers and see what else we can find out about these cards on the table. This looks good to me. I mean, you're working a little bit too hard here, and you're not necessarily being perfectly supported by the people around you. But this is still, you've been wealthy in the past. The current situation is that you're still very wealthy and abundant. There's more coming in. It is going to take a little resilience. It is going to take some choices. Sword of Truth here. That Ace of Swords is a victory. It may require cutting some things loose. I'm using the traditional Rider-Waite here to qualify with. I want to know more about this Lover's card. Lover's card is about choices. It does not have to be romantic relationships. You know, that card used to be called the Choice card. Tell me why the Lovers is here and what's below you, what's grounding you. We got the Marriage. The Four of Wands is about a celebration of the safety and stability of the home. A lot of people call this the Marriage card. It is a celebration. Everything is good there. Everything is abundance there. This is very grounded, that came out with the Lovers, then I'm going to say maybe this does have to do with a romantic relationship. In that case, I want to know more about the Ten of Wands. Why are you working so hard? Tell me about this Ten of Wands. Well, I mean, somebody's got to do it. We have the Three of Swords, which is being very, very heartbroken over something. But what came out with it is the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is a brand new beginning, at the cups flowing over with abundance and love. So that's a marvelous way to heal a broken heart. So there is love coming in. So maybe you've been carrying this all alone and somebody is coming in to help. I want to know why this Seven of Cups came out in reverse. Because, like, so many choices there that are not in a helpful position. Why is this Seven of Cups here reversed? Oh, we've got the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. So we had the Knight of Swords up here. Time to move forward. Are you ready to rumble? And then coming in with that is the Page of Pentacles, which this is a messenger. So maybe the Seven of Cups isn't necessarily that you haven't had any help. It's that you haven't had any help yet. Because you did get the Ace of Cups here with your Ten of Wands and Three of Swords. So I kind of feel like assistance is on the way. I want to know about this Knight of Swords and the Star. Wishes come true, remain hopeful. It's time to move forward. Knight of Swords is also like the fastest moving knight in the deck. Could be your knight in shining armor. We've got the Sword of Truth and the Knight of Wands, the second fastest knight in the deck. So again, the Ace of Swords, which is, this is a new piece of information coming in. Something's coming in. The Knight of Wands, which is things that are creative and fiery and charismatic. So this could be a person rushing in, or you just really finding what it is that inspires you, and now you're on the move to the new thing. Bottom of the deck. King of Swords. King of Swords is brave and trustworthy and educated, and I kind of call him the Spock of the tarot deck. He can sometimes be a little bit cold, but it's just because he has all of these things to weigh up. But he holds in his hand, again, that Sword of Truth. So this is just about, like, when you see Wise Counsel and the King of Swords together, that's really about, like, either finding somebody who's the adultier adult, or whose opinion you trust, or just trusting yourself enough to know that you're brave and you're honorable and you can make the right decision. I want cards from the Oracle deck, messages from your angels and spirit guides. Round this off and pull it all together. Good reading. You know, you're little Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you just flowing along. Go slow, take your time, fogged in. Yeah, maybe you're not quite sure. I think many of us are not quite sure at the moment. But they are on a boat, and they are moving forward, so you're in the flow. You are in the flow. Maybe those, my goodness. Take shelter. The answers are within. I feel like this is a real hermit energy. You know, go inside and find your own internal. What motivates you? What's your motivation here? Taking shelter. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life, which there we are. That's all about abundance and more abundance coming right there at the center of the reading. Then in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. So you were fogged in and you're headed towards smooth sailing. One more flew out here. Who are you? First light, beginning a new cycle. Okay, that's all. This is all very good. Bottom of the deck, grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. There it is, the grace and gratitude. So that's what I have for you, my water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I might do this again tomorrow, time permitting. But I just wanted to come live today